2020 will be the darkest winter in modern history.
There will be likely a resurgence of COVID-19 this fall. It'll be greatly compounded by the challenges of seasonal influenza. Without better planning, 2020 could be the darkest winter in modern history.
In his prepared remarks, he also says the coronavirus has, quote, the potential to eclipse the devastation wrought by the 1918 influenza, which globally claimed over 50 million lives.
Britain is braced for a dark winter as new measures are deployed to stem a surge of coronavirus.
Joe Biden is promising a long, dark, painful winter. Did you see him at the debate? Did anybody see the debate by any chance? No, he said long, dark winter. Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. That's just what our country needs, is a long, dark winter and a leader that talks about it.
We're about to go into a dark winter, and he has no clear plan, and there's no prospect that there's going to be a vaccine available for the majority of the American people before the middle of next year.
President Trump, your reaction, he says you have no plan.
We're going to have a dark winter at all.
We're still facing a very dark winter.
What is Operation Dark Winter? Operation Dark Winter was a military simulation in which America was attacked by a biological weapon. In the simulation, smallpox was weaponized and released in several key areas in the United States. The goal of the mission was to better analyze and prepare the responses needed given a biological attack or pandemic would happen in the United States. They started the simulation in Oklahoma City and then moved it from Georgia to Pennsylvania and eventually having it spiraling out of control throughout the nation. With this data, they were able to identify 5 major areas of concern. National security would be a total risk and be turned upside down. The vast casualties and lockdown precautions would cause many essential businesses and supply chains to be broken. This includes government institutions as well, the military, the police, hospitals, all these things would be unable to perform, and this would cause civil unrest.
What's going on, gamers? Today I have something a little different. Now on this channel I do enjoy talking about the stories and lore of games, but today it's more fact than game lore. Now this is the backstory of The Division. So let me get some quick shoutouts to Daniel Anderson, Richard Wolf, Masked Hobo, and Farad for also following me on Twitter. What is The Division? It's an answer that's rooted in real life events that date back over 15 years. An operation was created by the Center for Civilian Biodefense Strategies and the Center for Strategic International Studies. Operation Dark Winter was a simulated scenario of smallpox outbreaks in Oklahoma City. Now, to fully simulate that this was a biological attack, additional simulations occurred in both Georgia and Pennsylvania. Now, the result of Operation Dark Winter were very telling. In addition to the possibility of massive civilian casualties, Dark Winter outlined the possible breakdown in essential institutions resulting in a loss of confidence in government, followed by civil disorder and a violation of the democratic process by authorities attempting to restore order. It's been theorized that the way the directive restructures the individual branches that it could create a dictatorship, one that the President of the United States would have absolute and undemocratic rule. This is just one possibility. Another is the creation of the Strategic Homeland Division, a boots-on-the-ground organization responsible for trying on a ground level to help restore order, to work with the Joint Task Force and possibly discover the source of an emergency. Now this is a world a Tom Clancy game paints, steeped in reality with things that could potentially happen tomorrow.
Good morning, Miss Garcia.
Good morning, sunshine. I miss you. I could kiss you right now.
Yeah, well, someday.
Curfew is now in effect. All unauthorized citizens must stay indoors.
And don't worry. Tensions rise as we enter the 213th week of lockdown.
A grim new reality emerges.
COVID-23 has mutated.
About a thing.
Beginning thermal scan. Thermal scan normal.
Every little thing.
A horrifying identifying new developments.
New data confirms the virus attacks the brain tissue.
Hey, whoa, 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 whoa! I'm immune! I'm immune!
Worldwide death toll rises to over 110 million.
All infected Americans are being forced into quarantine camps.
Sarah. Sarah, what's going on?
Department of Sanitation.
Sarah, talk to me.
I think my neighbor has a fever.
It'll be so much easier if you just open the door. Mrs. Grant, you have visitors.
Sarah, please. Sarah, open that door. Sarah, do not open that door.
Beginning thermal scan. 3, 2, 1. Anomaly detected. Armed guards will be arriving in 4 to 6 hours. You must not attempt to leave your home, or you will be shot on sight.
This is my message to you. I know you're in there.
They're coming. I have to let you go.
No. Sarah! Sarah!
Say goodbye to me.
Sarah, I'm not letting you give up.
This is my message to you.
Sometimes we have to do things we don't want to survive.
I'm trying to save the one person left in my life that matters to me.
I can't help you. What you're talking about is illegal.
Every little thing gonna be alright. And remember, stay safe, sane, and sanitized.
The ash piles, a familiar sight today. Black snowflakes in the wind. The yesterdays our calloused fingers can't reclaim. Each heavy breath we take is proof of daunting war zone paths we didn't want, but to survive all had to choose. Hold on, hold on. The ice will melt, the sun will come. Sickness brings shadows that lurk in hearts. Till they tear and bleed. Dark winter perseveres. Voices screaming together as one. We won't take bended knee. Dark winter perseveres. It's so true. Contagion burdens our humanity. Where children used to play, now violence flares, their futures crushed and quarantined. Scattered, we all know what it takes to weather through the cold. 'Cause if we fall, we forfeit too much that's at stake. Hold on, hold on, hold on. The ice will melt, the sun will come. Sickness brings shadows that lurk in hearts till they tear and bleed. Dark winter perseveres. Voices screaming together as one. We won't take bended knee. Dark No one knows how many we can save. Far off from home, frozen still. But one day we will outgrow breakthrough.